All right. Hey, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and I've got you for Sunday. Sunday's for astrology, right? We're going to talk about some astrology for this Sunday, the 13th of July. So let's go. The moon is going to be void, of course, in Aquarius and enter Pisces at 7:45 in the evening. That's another long void, of course, day. This is pretty good, right? Today's image is one of an absent-minded professor. That was kind of me yesterday. Forgot I had a oil change that I had scheduled at 8 o'clock in the morning. The guys texted me, and fortunately, I had been out in the kitchen. I was ready to do some exercise and put some coffee water on and stuff like that and get ready to make some coffee. And I got a text, and I was like, who's texting me this early in the morning? And I looked, and I was like, oh, okay, I got to go. And then I got down the street, and I was like, did I turn the tea kettle off? I actually went back to the house. I had done it, though, fortunately. But yeah, just a continuation of yesterday's train and the siding, I guess, right? Look, that thing doesn't exist, right? Listen, at least it shouldn't exist until Monday, right? The train and the siding, the work train, that one's letting the personal train go by. When this is my personal train, what's your personal train? Drop it in the comments. I'd like to know. Anyway, think about it. We're talking about the weekend here, right? We're talking about a flow. We're talking about a great flow. Today's a great day to lose yourself in the moment, all right? Look, the sun is quincunx, the moon. Pick a task. Pick an activity. Quincunx, that's an inconjunct, right? 150-degree angle. They're just not, we don't really see something, right? It's like almost something off in your peripheral vision that you can't quite get a focus on. Or maybe the blind spot in your car. Had an experience with one of those the other day. Total blind spot. I had to adjust my mirrors and everything because I was just like, wow, how did I not see that car there? It was quincunx to me. Well, driving-wise at least. All right, so pick a task, an activity, and just let it flow, okay? It would be better if it addresses some kind of health or exercise or something. Don't bother planning anything tonight. Stay flexible. It's going to change, right? And that's what the beauty is of this moon going into from Aquarius to Pisces, right? I think I might get into it down here. I tend to always get ahead of myself. So let's see. Saturn is retrograde. Okay. Well, first of all, our color is white caps, and Saturn is retrograde. Now, it's not really that big a deal because all the outer planets that are beyond Jupiter go retrograde every year, okay? They're transpersonal planets. They're expected to do that because they're so far out there. The Earth just kind of comes around, and all of a sudden, Earth passes them, and it looks like they're going backwards, right? And then as we start gaining and we get back to them for half of the year, it looks like they're going forward in our sky, right? Well, that's because it is relative to the sky dome outside. So, and they do look like they're going backwards because we passed them. All right. The zodiac is centered on Earth. It's not centered on the sun, right? So that way, it's relative to the position of the Earth. Now, be empathetic, okay? Look, Saturn's basic character is going to remain the same. It doesn't matter. In Aries, this is going to make sure we're providing the proper support and care to others that they may need. Be empathetic and focus a little less on you and make sure you are paying attention to the process. Process-driven as Saturn. Go with the flow today and let it take you where it will. The Aquarian vibe will begin to soften and feel a little bit more mutable, right? It's going to feel more like Pisces as we get into it. That's why we were talking about don't bother planning anything tonight, right? Just make sure that you're doing this intuitively because this mutable energy is very, very helpful. Fixed energy is fixed, stubborn. Mutable energy is like, hey, let's go with the flow, right? Look, relax. Just don't bother arguing. Don't use the words or anything like that. Use the feeling. Go for the feels. Go for the logic. Just do what you got to do. The flow is going to show you the way if you allow it, if you follow it, right? You got to follow it and allow it. It's like water between rocks, right? You're just going to keep on flowing. And don't let future changes creep into your thoughts tonight, okay? Keep it focused on what you're doing here and now. Don't worry about tomorrow, okay? Stay in the moment. Leave tomorrow for tomorrow. And that's what I have for you. Look, in 1935, Richard Strauss resigns as chairman of the Reichsmusikkammer, which is the Nazi Reich chamber music. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Richard Strauss is the guy that brought us this Also Spake Zarathustra, that horn thing from 2001, A Space Odyssey. Now, he got criticized a lot for taking the Nazi position, but in reality, what ended up happening, why he did it, was because his daughter-in-law happened to be Jewish, and he thought that by doing what he was doing, he could strengthen musicians' payouts and rights, and also protect his granddaughter, which did work to some extent. She was kept under house arrest, and the children were not put into in concentration camps. However, it didn't stop some of the in-laws and relatives and her extended family from experiencing that fate. He was exonerated by a Munich tribunal in 1948, I believe, just before he died. And it's a very, very accomplished musician. Contemporary of Gustav Mahler, helped that late Romantic period usher in the 20th century. And our birth is Alberto Ascari. He's born in 1918. He's an Italian auto racer, world F1 champion, since that stuff seems to be in the news with the movie, right? In 1952 and 1953. He was born in Milan, Italy, and he died in 1955. In a race crash, but not racing, on a test track in Monza in Italia. Okay, that's all I got for you. So let's recap this, shall we? Today's keyword is release. We're releasing things, right? Stay flexible. It's going to change. Don't bother planning. I don't know. Did I miss all that stuff? I might have. Hard to say. I actually have to cut a cough out of this. I can't believe it. It's been so long since I've had to do that, too. Anyway, the color is Whitecaps. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you so much. Your kind notes. Jerry, the book, I have got to be honest with you. Started reading parts of it. I still haven't gotten through it, okay? I will, and I will respond to you in kind to every single point you made. You made 4 points. I will give you 4 responses. That's all I have for you. Thank you all. Keep them coming, right? That's right. Appreciate and love you guys. Today is a 4. Happy astrocatting.